When day breaks in Eugene, light will shine on the nation's longest active home field winning streak. Duck season brings them out or keeps them up all night, through the wee hours, through the darkness. And they know one thing, they'll never have to stand out in the rain because everyone in Oregon knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. But the Ducks reign. They are the reigning Big Ten champions. They are undefeated all time in top 10 matchups at home. But Indiana arrives in the Duck blind, hunting the respect that comes only on stages like this. Today, classic rivalries renewed. There's desperation permeating the air from Happy Valley to the Red River. But there is no despair in the House of Loud. I'm sure at some point they're going to kick their heels up, may throw their hands back, they may throw their head back. And we know every time game day comes to Oregon that this crowd proves that we are coming home because their heart was left in Oregon. Did the Duck oversleep?
Maybe.
Oh, my gosh, look at this.
Oh, no.
Look at this crazy
man.
duck. Look at this crazy duck. Oh, the duck. What an entrance, Duck. We love you.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Showing the horsepower that the Oregon offense has. There's plenty of it. They'll rev some engines later. Man, what a scene. I'm telling you, every time we come here, it's dark. They're here all night. They're singing songs. What a scene here in Oregon. We're glad to be back, Indiana and Oregon today. Reese Davis, Desmond Howard, Kirk Herbstreit, Nick Saban, and Pat McAfee. This crowd, they've been waiting on you, man. This is a great thing this morning.
Yeah, it's been 24 hours of pure chaos here in beautiful Eugene, and it is an honor to be out here in the pitch black celebrating college football. And you think to yourself, the Indiana Hoosiers are the team that travels out here to Eugene, that brings College GameDay and brings this entire scene. And it's like, are we on the dawn of a new day with the Indiana Hoosiers maybe getting their biggest win in the entire Signetti? The flight from Indiana to here, where...
Whoa. Ooh-wee.
Buck the Hoosiers?
Good luck to the Hoosiers.
Good luck, Hoosiers.
Buck the Hoosiers. They're saying like bucket. What?
Duck the Hoosiers.
Like a truck.
Yeah, duck.
Oh, no, they're saying duck. Duck.
Like the duck.
Duck the Hoosiers. Yeah, and Fernando Mendoza is a dog, the quarterback. He's unbelievable. Yeah. He's potentially #1 overall pick coming up in the NFL draft. He might win the Heisman. But then you think about why we're here. The history of football. I mean, Nike was created on these grounds right here, let alone what Nike has done for sports, but football specifically. And then what Dan Lanning's intense, wide awake, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed ass has done here is utilize all the resources to create an absolute dog. So while we have the opportunity to be here, it's nice to be all the way here in Eugene, smoking on some new green, changing up routine, gratitude, truly. It's nice to say, hey, 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 Oregon, you make me wanna put my hands up and kick my heels up and throw my head back and celebrate now. Wait a minute. Now, Oregon, your local vitamins have been so good to me. And your football team so sweet. You know, you make me wanna put my hands up and put my hands up and kick my heels up and a little bit softer now, 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 a little bit Saban now, a little bit softer now, a little bit louder now, a little bit louder now, a little bit louder now, a little bit louder. Yeah, we're shouting all damn day. Animal House, incredible movie, obviously set here. And that's what Autzen is. That's what Eugene is. And today is going to be special for one reason or another. Go, Ducks! Go, Ducks! It's 6:07 a.m. Let's get this thing started.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Maybe it's just me. I feel like you did just get it started. I think we're in pretty good shape here.
How do you balance up there?
I know, I feel pretty good. I got help from the boys here, which I very much appreciate. The GOAT and the GOAT for his particular profession. And then once you start vibing with these people, you can't help but, you make me want to put my hands up and put my heels up and they'll do it all day.
Wow.
All day. And they have all morning. My bus is right over there. They've been shouting since the wee early hours. It's amazing. We're lucky to be here, Reese.
Certainly Dan Lanning has elevated this program. Look at this record, reigning Big Ten champions, 40-6. And quite a coaching comparison with Curt Cignetti, who has lifted Indiana to heights they've never seen before. You know, in fact, if you match these two guys up just in terms of entertainment value, it would be representative of the street fight we're going to see tonight.
I stirred things up last year, media-wise, because I felt like I had to.
It's pretty simple. I win.
Google me.
110,000 people all wearing white. It looks like a white canvas to me. And we're about to go paint our masterpiece. The Bull don't care. And today, we're the Bull. Let's go to 30.
8 on 0, went to bed, woke up, played 3:30, kicked their ass, and came home.
Oh, I can't wait.
Neither the shy and retiring types here. Dan Lanning who joins us here. Yesterday we were at walkthrough. Some of your staff said very few people that they'd ever encountered grab a theme and can motivate and make moments like that. Where do you find the ideas? When do they come to you?
Anywhere and everywhere. We're always trying to pull an idea. It might be a movie clip. We try to plan it out kind of in the summer and then adapt as we get to the season and say what's different about this game.
You know, Dan, you've done a great job. I think that having both you guys on the staff, Curt and you guys are polar opposites, man, in terms of who you are and how you go about what you do. But you've both been very successful. So I'm going to ask you about this game today. You know, Indiana kind of has RPOs and advantage throws with every running play. So how do you stop both of those things in this game?
Yeah, in a game like this, you kind of got to cheat the system. We're kind of halfway on this and a little halfway on that. I always tell our players, you got to farm your land. Everybody's got a job. Do your job. Don't worry about doing somebody else's. So it'll be big to be able to take away their big wideouts on the perimeter, and they've got a great run game that we got to be able to handle with the defensive line and the linebackers up front.
Right. I was lucky enough to be inside that whiteout whenever you guys traveled up the
But speaking of which, why aren't you guys wearing all yellow this morning?
There's some green in here.
I know Coach Saban probably wanted to wear a yellow suit this morning.
Me too. I wanted to as well. It got voted down. I don't like it. But I had a chance to be up there for that, and that environment was insane. That was my first time night whiteout experience. Obviously, your team goes into overtime and literally snatches the soul out of that entire place. Might be the biggest road win in all of college football this year. What are you expecting from this stadium? What are you expecting from this environment? And does that stuff help your team as you go forward, getting calloused by like a white?
Oh, it'll be unbelievable. How's this crowd going to be today? What do we think? I think.
Look at that face, bro.
That's AI.
That's not real.
That's not real.
Yeah.
Our crowd is going to be unbelievable. We have the best fans in college football. I can't wait to see them do their thing today.
It's funny when you say that, it's legit. Like Autzen Stadium, you're 31-1 in the last 32 here. I mean, it's a legit.
It's real.
It's momentum. It's like an avalanche after a turnover. This team, how is it different from the last two that were so close? You guys have had great teams. How does this one 5 or 6 weeks in feel different?
Yeah, Coach can relate to this. You never really know what you have until you get out there and you start playing football. And I knew we were losing a lot of players to the NFL and some transition. I was curious how mature we were going to be as a team because we're a young team. These guys are really mature. You know, we do yoga every Thursday. Our yoga instructor at the end was like, this is the best yoga session I've ever seen. And you got a bunch of freshmen out here focused, locked in, doing their thing. So the maturity of this group, how much they love their teammates, how excited they get to go block as opposed to catch a ball and impact the game. Those are the things that kind of separate this group that make it really special.
That's awesome.
But, Coach, I voted for us to wear yellow Now, where I come
Des.
from, we call it maize, but tomato. Do your own thing. I wanted to congratulate you on winning the 2025 Starlings Award. Talk about what that award is and what it means to win it.
Well, it's certainly a huge honor. It recognizes coaches that are doing things just beyond a little bit more than football. And some of the storied coaches that have won that award in the past, it's voted on by just coaches, the people that have won the award. So it was certainly a great honor to be able to win that. It's really more credit to our staff and our players and the job they've done, but certainly a great honor.
Hey, that opening game this year when this duck lost its head running onto the field, did that impact how? Yeah, was it?
Was it staged?
Was it staged?
I don't know.
I can't believe he's calling you out, Duck.
Yeah, so whenever you think about this duck and this mascot and the environment that you've built up here, I've told you this, everybody's told you this, it's far out here. Do you think that's an added advantage? Because we hear every coach but you, basically, on the West Coast complaining about the travel and everything like that. But Indiana having to fly in here, the length, and then have to take on these people and take on your team. Do you utilize that as motivation or leverage or anything like that?
Everything in college football is an opportunity, right? It's a matter about how you use it. We like to use opportunities around here. We're the best.
But you know, this crowd will have a huge impact on this game.
Absolutely.
And they need to know that they can have a huge impact on this game because the crowd can affect the offense and their ability to execute and communicate, and that's going to be really important in this game. So you need to do something to get their ass fired up.
Let's get them going. Why don't you take these?
Yeah, Pat will help you out. Wait a minute, man.
Let's go, Eugene.
Oh, that's it. There we go. There you go. There you go.
I don't know. Go, dogs! Go, dogs! Go, dogs!
Here we go. Here we go. Take it off.
Dogs! Go, dogs! Go!
Here we go.
That was further than I was planning. Shout out to the wife.
Hey, shout out to this beautiful family. Hey, I love you. I love you.
That was
Thank you for that.
Let's see if we can make that happen.
Oh, that's amazing.
Dan Lanning,
Lighting, good lighting, good lighting,
Jess,
good lighting.
contrary to what you're seeing
Good lighting, good
on this stage right now. Now, opposing coaches will tell you defensive coordinator Bryant Haynes sort of approaches the game almost like an offensive coordinator, probing for weaknesses, relying on veterans like Aiden Fisher and Mikhail Kamara and D'Angelo Pines to give him chess pieces to move around, create confusion and hesitation. Hesitation, not much in the Ducks playbook about that, especially with Dante Moore at the helm.
Oregon, touchdown. One play is all they need to take the lead.
Dante Moore is very impressive. He's got a natural feel for the game, can make all the throws. When the play breaks down, he can go.
We're physical, we're fast, and the speed that we play with, kind of the identity we've kind of established, whether it's on the ball or taking shots down the field.
Run first mentality, ability to take the top off with speed. Our connection has to make us strong. Everybody having each other's back.
Devoured again. There is no escaping this Hoosier attack.
And they play fast, they're physical, a lot of good scheme going on. It'll be a really good test for us for sure.
Fast and relentless. The way that we attack offenses, it doesn't matter where we are on the field, they're always coming after you.
They're very multiple, a lot of edge pressure that we have to be ready to be able to pick up and attack.
Oh, it'll be loud, it'll be crazy. We're a confident team. We play our game. That's all we can ask.
Look at today's hot streak delivered by DoorDash. When you have a top 10 matchup in Autzen Stadium, it has been a lock for the Ducks. 7-0. They've won by an average margin of a little bit better than 2 touchdowns. This Oregon offense against the Indiana defense is going to be a huge matchup in this game this afternoon.
Well, you know, I think Oregon's offense is known for explosive plays. They got lots of weapons. They've got great balance. But one thing about Indiana's defense is they are not great big. They're very quick. They do pressure a lot and try to create negative plays. So the key for Oregon to me is to be able to run the ball and take advantage when they do pressure. I think, Des, that's going to be the key to the game from my standpoint.
I tell you, when you talk about Oregon's offense, you talk about the explosive plays, the way they set those plays up through motions, shifts, things of that nature, a lot of eye candy for the defense. When they do that, it gives them the matchups that they can take advantage of. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about with this tape. Look at this, guys. They call it Mallard Mayhem spread with pro concepts, very multiple, high octane, and you know they're aggressive. Look at this play right here. Now, this is going to be 21 flavors. They're going to motion the guy like a jet sweep. It's going to take number 6 and number 8 out of position. It's going to bring number 5 in. The left tackle is going to come down number 6, but watch the tight end, Sadiq. He's going to come across, and he gets the kick-out block. That's the most important block for this touchdown run here by Noah Whittington, 59 yards. And now the next play, Oregon State. So Oregon State's like that. We watched the film. Similar situation, 21 personnel. You got a guy in the motion. They're going to pull a guard. These two defensive backs are going to say, hey, we've seen this. We're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. At the snap of the ball, the guard pulls, they trigger, and then Gary Bryant Jr. runs down the field for another long score. And they will play bully ball. This is against Penn State. The formation dictates that Penn State has 4 defenders to the left, 7 defenders to the right. Guess what the Ducks are going to do? They're going to run the ball to their left, pulling the H-back and the tight end, and they can bow up. When I watch them on film, guys, I know we kind of think that they're like this high power. They can just score from anywhere on the field, and they can. But they also can just line up and bully ball you if they need to, Kirk. That's what I love about the Ducks offense.
You know, one of the things you got to be able to do when you go on the road into an Autzen stadium, because it's so intimidating, is you got to win on third down. Indiana's been incredible all year. They're 4th in the nation, third down conversion, only turned it over all year 2 times. So those are positives when you go on the road. I think the key is, can Indiana run the football? First 4 games, over 300 yards. This week against the Hawkeye defense, couldn't run the ball, affects their rhythm and their continuity. I think that's the key to the game. Can they run the ball, and can Oregon stop the run game? And I'll tell you one thing before I go here. Decoria Moore and Malik Benson, Des just talked offense. If they get isolated downfield, Dante Moore will hit some huge shots against that secondary led by D'Angelo Paz.
Yeah, you talk about Pons. There's 2 other guys at 2 different levels who are all Big Ten returning starters for that defense. And then you talk about defense coordinator Haynes. He's been with Cignetti now for 11 seasons. They feel like they're in a much better place and look like they're in a much better place than they were last year, their first year at Indiana. And I think it's led by those 3. I actually have a couple plays I'd like to play. That, you know, this defense, it's good. They're experienced. Obviously, they have a couple tough losses under their belt from last year at Ohio State and then obviously at Notre Dame. But now they're doing some really high-level stuff. Obviously showing a little bit of pressure. It gets picked up. No big deal. Aiden Fisher, eyes quarterback, does job, executes perfectly. This is a veteran defender making a veteran, very mature play and obviously sticking it to you. Now we got 3rd and 8 here. We can put a little simulated pressures. This is Mikhail Kamara, obviously superstar that we learned about last year with Indiana, and Aiden Fisher. Bang! Selfless play. Let me go ahead and get 2 guys off you so you can make the play. These guys love playing alongside of each other, and they can run these stunts and be comfortable with the timing of it because they've been together for at least 1 season. And then you talked about Pons right there, Herb Street. They got creative coverage with this as well. They got eyes on the quarterback. You talked about that rat defender a little bit ago. There's a flat defender here that's able to drop back if he has to, makes quarterback throw high. Let's go to the ball, and Pons gets a pick. He's a ball hawk. It's like at defense, I feel like they think they are in a much better spot than they were last year, which is why coming into Autzen, if you can stop some people and you got a quarterback that can spin it, there is certainly a recipe for success for this Indiana Hoosier team with what we just saw from the defense, Steve.
Yeah, there is.
There is a recipe.
They have to be better. You know, we were at Columbus last year, and their offensive line really struggled in protection. You know, they were going on silent count. You know, Ohio State starts moving around. They couldn't ID the defense, and they got pressured all day long, and they really struggled with that. They have
transfers up front now for them up there.
They have to be better than that, and they are better so far this year, but this is a different animal. Autzen, I still have nightmares about it. I talked about it last year. I did kickoff return 10 times one time in a game here. Wow. Achilles Smith.
They were scoring a lot.
Achilles Smith put up 63 against Oregon wins the game.
Oh,
Big.
Oh, okay. You got the Ducks. Okay.
Big, decisively. Enough close.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk right past you. Run fast while you have the chance. Don't speak loud.